What's up, this man Rico baby. Okay, cool.
Hey, that was me though. I just soak in information.
I listen to the whole thing, man. I fucks with y'all, dog. I fucks with anybody that's doing some creative shit.
What I want to say is, women, I love y'all. At the same time, I hate y'all.
Just answer the question, bro.
Is she bad, dog?
Don't answer the.
Nope.
Just thank you. Thank you.
Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever be afraid to, know what I'm saying, go into sponge mode on niggas. You ain't gotta pretend that you know what the hell is going on all the time. My niggas, sometimes the best thing to do is say,
It's keep it real.
What's up, y'all? It's your man's Rico Wayne.
Brother Bandana.
Hitman B today.
LeekSoCold.
And TJ the producer, apparently.
Yes, y'all.
What's up?
We is off up in here having a podcast crossover because, you know, collaborations make beautiful things happen. You know what I'm saying? We mix these different flavors and end up with new concoctions that people have never seen before.
I thought you had some bars for me.
That is a bar, dog. What you thought I was finna rhyme with it?
Yes.
All right, man. Everything got to be rhyming to be poetic, dog. If you think about it.
What the code's going?
But anyways, we finna kick this off with Woman of the Week.
Lead thing.
And since the homie K Cruz right here, that came up to me 5 minutes ago talking
you gonna
about,
put me on
I got Woman of the Week.
Don't put me on blast.
I'm finna start this off. We got a special type of Woman of the Week this week, y'all. The Woman of the Week does not have to be a non-fictional person, because Woman of the Week this week is Lara Croft. Now, Lara Croft.
Which version?
Huh?
Which version?
I'm gonna say the version that was technically born in 1996
The box one?
on PlayStation. Yes. Now, Lara Croft is a survivor, y'all. The reason why she is Woman of the Week is because adversity is one thing that all of us will have to face one day. No matter how innocent we are, no matter how guilty we are, the adversity will come. And Lara Croft is used to facing so much adversity. We talking wild animals. We talking tall ass rocks. We talking big ass hills, deep ass pools. Lara Croft look at it and she just be like, "This is another test." She swan diving off the shit, no hesitation.
Bro, she used to jump so far.
All she got is a backpack and 245s,
with unlimited ammo.
unlimited.
With a long
Now,
ass
when you-
stride.
When you said that she faces a lot of adversity, I thought you were gonna say they were making a new movie with a black one.
Here we go. Here we go.
That will,
That's the adversity.
man, that will cook up some adversity. But hey, you got any actresses in mind?
If to play Lara Croft, it'll have to be somebody that the lady from Black Panther, who played the general in his army.
Okoye.
What's called from The Walking
That
Dead
would
too?
be the next Tomb Raider.
Ooh, hey,
See, I think
That
she'd be
shit
cold.
bad.
that's
Okay, yeah.
that's-
I can
It
see
could be
that.
her, but
Man,
you know
she
who I
can
could
see-
see,
if
though?
she put an
I'm
English
gonna
You know
say
who
accent
I
on,
could see?
How we gonna say Halle Berry?
Who was in John Wick 3?
I knew you was gonna say Halle
Yes.
Berry. I knew you was gonna
Can
say
The current Lara Croft.
can Halle pull off that accent,
Hell
man?
yes.
I
Yes,
think
she can.
I think she could. That's kind of the first thought
I ain't
that came
never
to my
heard Halle
head.
pull off an accent. She always sounds just like Halle, man. In Catwoman, she sound like that. In
Okay.
007, she sound like
But think
that.
about it. Were those fictional characters?
Y'all really want Lara Croft to like be John Wick style though? Because Lara Croft is low key. When you think about Angelina Jolie movies, she was leading to like some John Wick style shit when she was fighting in the garage shit. Did y'all ever see the old Lara Croft movie?
Yeah.
When she like niggas came in her mansion, SWAT team came through, and then she was just like fighting niggas in her car garage. She had like a 10-car garage, having gunfights and shit.
She is good with her hands. She is good with her hands.
I didn't see any of those Lara Crofts
alright.
at all. None of those Tomb Raider movies I saw. None of them.
If you see the fight scenes, it's like some Junior John Wick shit. Ooh, this shit sound kind of lit. Junior John Wick shit going on up in there. You know what I'm saying?
John Jacob Jimmerheimer.
John Wick Jr.
That's why he said that.
He's what TJ?
John Wick Jr. That would be his name, and he would be an accountant. I don't think he would have any of his father's skills.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, man, you was doing all this shit, and now you got all this hate and stuff going on. We got to run away all the time. Yeah, he'd probably be fucked up.
Like, nigga, I work at a warehouse. I'm not doing this shit.
Hell yeah. But shit, that was Woman of the Week, y'all, Lara Croft.
Hey.
And shit, let's get it popping, man. We sit up here talking about
Hey,
John Wick.
So I had a question I immediately wanted to ask everybody when we got on the show.
Let's get it.
And It's a great way to open it up, get to know niggas. Personal favorite album of all time.
Damn, what not?
Personal favorite.
Nah, that
Of
was
all
convenient.
time, though.
Personal favorite of all time.
That's a tough one.
No matter the genre.
No matter the genre.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I started off, I've been thinking about this.
Let's get it.
And my personal favorite album of all time is Speaker Box Love Below Outkast.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You get 2 albums in one. It's the first time that Big Boy and Andre 3000 displayed their
Solo
talent
efforts?
separately.
Yeah.
And you got 2 different feelings from this one album. And fucking, I was 12 when it came out. And that fucking, I bought that. It was the second album I ever bought. And I fucking loved it.
I fuck with Roses heavily.
Yes.
K. Cruz is making a controversial face here. You got something to say?
No, I'm thinking right now because I got too many albums.
Like,
I just don't know.
like whenever
He was looking at all the albums in his phone.
whenever
I just don't know. I just don't know.
Whenever I get asked these questions, I'm finna go ahead and go next. Whenever I get asked these questions, I'm gonna say the album, and then I gotta put today right after that, cause that shit fluctuates with me, man.
That's
Okay.
the thing.
That shit flexible, just like, you know, the LGBT community, just like how they believe in sexual fluidity. I got favorite album fluidity. You know what I'm saying? So right now, at this moment, if I had to put my finger on the pulse of my favorite album of all time right now, it's Dark and Hell is Hot, DMX,
I thought you was gonna say that.
1999. Get at me, dog.
You know it.
Like, was we? Oh yeah, you did give a quick spiel of like why it was your favorite album. The reason why I like it is because I like, I'm like a fan of horror, and I'm a fan of like aggression, like action scenes and like fighting and violence and shit like that.
DMX's
Like-
voice was an action scene. Every song,
Yes.
fucking
Yes.
jumping out a window with his voice.
Like whenever you hear me like do my like, sometimes my voice get a little rugged. Sometimes that shit is partially influenced by him, but. And like with that, it had like it had pieces of redemption and stuff in it too, and it had like a religious side to it. But then he dipped straight back into the dirt, like at the end of the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, you niggas thought I was gone. Like, yeah, just like that, man. Who up next?
Oh, you would nod your head to me because you ain't got one yet. But it's okay. It's okay.
Let's get it, brother.
I'm going to go back to somebody who I used to listen to a lot when I didn't really care much about lyrics and all that. It was just whatever I was in the mood to listen to at the time.
Just bobbing your head.
Yes. Bringing the heat just like DMX, but in his own unique way. I will have to say between these 2 albums, for me, Brother Bandana, it would have to be, and y'all going to be shocked, Theater of the Mind, Ludacris.
Oh shit!
Now I used to bump Luda a lot back in the day.
What singles was on there?
You had, well, I wouldn't call them singles that people have already heard of, but you got him and T.I., Wish Your Mother Would. You got, and I'm trying to think if that was him and T-Pain on that one or Release Therapy. One More Drink. I think that's Theater of the Mind, too.
I want to say that's Theater of the Mind.
Yeah, so there's that one. And I can't think of any more at the time, but I'm telling you that whole album was banging.
I had to go back.
It was tough between that and Release Therapy because I had Release Therapy on repeat. Bought the CD and whole
Release
thing.
Therapy was the first album without his hair.
Exactly. Well, not without his hair, but when he cut the braids off.
Yeah.
So me now, okay.
Okay.
Do it next.
For me, King Cruz.
New Ray-Bans.
I might say the letter O, Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar, like y'all laughing, bro. Like, I mean, you ain't never. If
I
you
ain't
ain't
gonna
never,
laugh,
if you ain't never
yeah,
listened
I
to it,
ain't-
you can't.
I mean,
Right, that's why I ain't
He
laughing.
spit.
I mean,
You
I
can't
didn't
judge,
He
like,
Listen,
bro.
He can really rap.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Bro, that album, I can literally play it over and over and over again, bro, because he actually talking about something. He ain't rapping about no NBA contract. He ain't rapping about no money like that. He is talking about his everyday life, what he did to grind and get to where he was at, and the people he appreciated that was in his life.
I'm gonna check it out.
Bro, that album, bro, it hit.
Y'all finna make me listen to all these albums.
Yeah. like from the first song to basically into the end, bro. That whole album go. I was really surprised. 'Cause I was like, 'Cause I listened to both of his albums, the Letter O and the album he got called Confirmed, and both of them were pretty good. But the Letter O is the one that stuck with me the most.
You say his name Dame Dollar.
Well, rap name Dame Dollar, but real name Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard. He who? Portland Trailblazer.
Yeah, I think I seen him do an interview one time. He was like, man, I really
That's
rap.
exactly what I thought when you said
You
that.
ain't never
Like,
seen one of his freestyles on Sway in the Morning? He was just going.
I
Like,
probably seen it on accident, but I wouldn't even remember.
I did see the freestyle on Sway in the Morning. I do remember that shit, but I did not think Damian Lillard was gonna come up during this conversation.
shit, you'd be surprised, bro.
Slanging bars.
It's just.
Hey,
I mean,
man, we all have our own preference.
yeah. I mean, like, I ain't gonna sit here and say some, just some off the wall shit. I mean, I'm really gonna tell you like what the hell I'm really listening to.
Hey man, if it touched your soul, man, let's get
Bro, I'm
cold.
telling you, bro. That whole album.
I expected you to say "Off the Wall" by Michael Jackson before this.
Man, this nigga don't even dance.
I mean, it's a lot of shit I would listen to, but
Yeah.
out of my top list, bro, I gotta put like Dame, Crit, a whole bunch of people, bro. It's top 5.
It's hard to choose.
So LeekSoCold, while you sitting over here ad libbing,
Look, man, I'm gonna have to say Blueface, baby. Famous Crip.
That's like, wait,
that,
what?
that album legendary.
of all time,
Nah, I'm playing.
I ain't never listened to it, so I can't.
man,
judge.
honestly,
I was about to say.
I think that shit came from his heart. I think he meant that shit.
Nah, hey, Blueface really kind of goes.
Blueface talk shit, man. When
Yeah, he
like
talking like if you really get down and listen to it,
The
get past
same-
his voice and
are we
shit,
talking
it's-
about Mr. On the Set?
I gotta ask y'all a
On
question
the set.
when we get
I
past
don't want
this. 'cause
to.
it's too
I don't want to
good.
listen to anybody. I gotta get past some shit to.
what I'm saying is like when Juvenile came out with Han back in the day, when people first heard it, they was like, "What the fuck? This motherfucker is all the way off the track." And
think
then
so?
later on, they started appreciating it with time. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was a little kid, little kids like we bluntly honest with shit. I used to be like, the only part of the song that I like is the chorus, like. Use a paper chaser, you got your block on fire. Cause that was the only part that was with the beat, where the cadence matched the beat. But when he was talking the lyrics, I ain't appreciate that until I got older.
He explained.
But I got a real answer though. I'm gonna have to say, Good Kid, Mad City.
Now, see, I was going to throw a Kendrick album out there, but
I think that's too cliche.
That motherfucker is
It's
a movie.
not,
It's
bro.
good.
That
No,
album's a
I'm
whole
not saying.
movie,
I'm not
bro.
saying what you say. I'm not saying about your album
Like
choice.
that's the whole album just transpires in one night.
Bro, this shit's a movie, dog.
it is a movie.
And it's beautiful.
It could be a
starts off
short
with-
documentary.
It's a great album, man.
Yeah. It
starts off
it's
with
really
something that
good.
we
It
all-
is a movie.
Yeah, it starts off with something that we all tried to do.
We all trying to fuck on something.
Yeah. Not only on something, but on something that's big behind.
Yeah.
Hey man, we can't be discriminating against the skinnies out here, man. I mean,
skinnies?
Hey,
our
some
petite
skinnies
women.
got big behinds.
Our
That's what-
petite women. I ain't want to call them skinnies like that. That sounded kind of crude, but our petite women, we can't discriminate versus our petite women out here. You know what I'm saying? Some of our women, they don't like buffets all the time.
I think they do.
Some of them,
They vegan. Some women vegan out there.
Man.
vegan. They
Some-
skin is cold as hell. Ain't got time for
Some
that.
women eat a hell of a lot though.
bro, the skin is cold.
Some of them stink too. They need that protein.
I mean,
Oh man.
I remember one time we had game night, and I remember saying with my whole soul that African kids stink.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go ahead.
I remember
Like,
that too.
like I was naive at the time. I always say that my past self is a punk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning and growing. And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and step out right now. All kids stink.
There you go. Balance it
There we
out.
go. That's equality.
If we
right
don't
there,
show
man.
them
You gotta
love
think
and
of
care,
it as
all
equality.
kids is gonna stink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good way to see it.
So yeah.
Hey, I had that same stigma with African kids. I used to think they stank too. And the reason is because I have an uncle who bought some of that black soap, that African black
I'm
soap.
happy you explained.
And that shit doesn't smell like soap. It smells like something that you shouldn't be using to wash your ass.
It's a different culture.
Right.
It's, you seem
So
like
I
it's
feel like must can bleed through that a lot easier.
damn. I gotta see what's up. You know the name of it? You can't remember, huh?
It's called African black soap.
Nah.
There's no
Yes,
brand.
bro.
There's
Y'all
no
sure that
brand.
shit is not at Spencer's, dog?
Google
Nah,
African
bro, it's
black soap,
everywhere.
nigga, and it'll be like 30 different websites.
Man. Alright, so like,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and explain why I first said it, cause I remember at game night I just said the shit and we were just playing the card game and I just let the shit ride and that shit probably made niggas in the room feel
I
uncomfortable.
do not remember.
But anyways,
Was I there?
Game night in my house.
Was
yes.
I there? I don't remember this.
Yes, you was, but you was probably in the kitchen getting pizza or something. But anyways, like we used to have some neighbors and they stayed downstairs, so everything that would flow out of their house would flow into ours.
Oh damn.
What
That's
they
in the
smell like?
The only thing that I could think of was cigarettes mixed with toenails.
Nigga,
That's like the only thing I could think of.
There's a
It
plethora
wasn't a-
of toenail smells. You gotta be more specific.
Man, let me
You
see,
gotta
man.
narrow
Let me
down this
see, man.
toenail smell.
What's the toenail smell? I'm thinking.
Smell
about?
it. Smell it.
I'm thinking about
Cheese.
I'm thinking about toenails
Tell me what it smell like.
with church socks mixed in.
Oh, like at church all
I'm say
day.
leaning toward sour church socks.
Sour church size.
Oh,
But that was the reason why I was doing it. But like I said, all kids stink nowadays. If we don't love and care for these kids,
Does it smell like garbage truck juice?
Sour hard bottoms.
man, nah, garbage truck juice, that shit different, man.
Oh,
Shit, that shit smell on you?
Especially one time I was over my mama's house and I reached into the they keep all the trash piled up and I kept reaching. I reached for like 3 bags, all clean. Then I reached down and some garbage truck juice got on my hand, man.
Oh god.
I turned coochie for 1 second. I jumped back, flinched and everything, man. God damn, man.
Man, bro, I had a horrible experience with some goddamn
You say
garbage
what?
juice. I had a horrible experience with some garbage juice one day, bro. Shit got on my clothes.
Garbage
bro.
truck juice.
I'm just saying garbage juice, period, nigga.
that's
Dog.
before it mixed with everybody else's
That
trash.
shit is like,
Were you out?
It's
Like,
still
you-
juice,
you
but it's
just
your
go home?
juice.
No, nigga, this is the whole sequence of the whole goddamn.
you say
issue.
it was yours or it was foreign garbage
So-
truck juice.
KB finna break it down.
Goddamn.
Was it domestic garbage truck juice or somebody else's?
The fact that the motherfucker decided to leave a garbage bag near my door.
Oh, it's not domestic?
Nigga, it wasn't your garbage juice. Why are you handling other garbage?
I would cry.
The fact, like, look, hot ass summer day.
Could have been AIDS in that.
Could have been a lot of shit in there. Could have been a lot of shit in there. So I picked up the bag. The shit grazed my gym shorts.
Oh no.
Shit grazed my gym shorts. Foul smell all day.
That's how STD.
So I had to go to Walmart, buy a whole new, man.
You threw them shits away?
I had to in Walmart.
And you threw your shits away in Walmart?
In Walmart.
What you
Walmart don't care.
You went to the bathroom?
Went to the after I bought my
Or you
shit.
stayed in the clothing section?
No, after I bought my shit, went to the bathroom, changed, do
What?
my shit, and left that shit in the Walmart bathroom.
What kind of disposable shorts were you wearing that you didn't just go home and wash them?
Basketball shorts.
Some gym shorts.
I don't even think they.
Oh yeah, they marked for life.
I don't think they got names.
It wasn't garbage truck juice.
They was and ones, my
Other
black
garbage.
and ones.
Yeah, they marked for life.
My black and ones, man. That shit hurt my heart.
I was just about to say and one.
Yeah, black and ones, bro. That shit hurt my heart. I don't know what the fuck they had in that trash, bro, but it was undefeated.
Speaking of fucked up situations
What you got?
where you almost died, I remember this beautiful memory that I have, like back when we were
shit.
back in our younger days.
What's
It
for
was
the reminisce?
me.
It's a million of those.
We went to go see a movie called Final Destination, y'all.
Oh, 5?
Whichever one where they was running across the
It
bridge.
was 5.
Nigga, I was in there with Leek on 5.
We
We was all in there together.
we was all up
Me,
in
you,
there.
and Joseph, and Cameron. Cameron, were you there?
And D,
I was
Yes.
there?
Jones.
Yes.
D. Jones with them
I was there.
Yes. And all like
Man, that
all
shit
I
was
could
a
say
comedy.
all I could say was if the camera was on us, they would have thought that shit was like a Dave Chappelle comedy show or some shit. Cause every time
Bro, my
I
memory
swear
bad
they
as
wanted,
shit, bro.
they wanted us to laugh, dog. They wanted us to laugh, man. It
That's
was
what
like
they want, bro.
You know, it
I'm
might have been
serious.
funnier because we was all with our niggas.
It was.
you know, shit get elevated when you with your niggas.
It's like, cause like, say like, I'm gonna show y'all, for example. One time this dude fell off of a bridge. The bridge is about 40 stories in the sky. He fell off the bridge into the water. We thought that he died on impact in the water. He come up for a breath of fresh air. And he sit up there like, and then the camera panned up and show a bus drop off the bridge.
Bro, that's
it's a really bad.
damn.
You can't tell me they didn't want us to crack up.
I think the shit got funnier after 3.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, the first couple of them was kind of...
The first two was like...
the first couple of make a nigga look at that closet a little different when he go to sleep at night, but when they got toward the end, they start having fun with it.
Now, what if you worked over at Final Destination Studios? I think by 5 you're a psychopath, right? Like if you work there for all 5 movies, you're probably a psychopath.
You gotta be like, how can we fuck up these
How can we
kids?
kill 7 niggas this movie?
Chronologically.
Different than the other ways we
They
killed.
think about killing 7 niggas every movie.
Right.
And then they gotta make all the shit link up with each other. Like, alright, if that nigga fell onto some screws, then some screws gonna kill him later on. Some shit like that.
Right.
I'm like, man, with the signs and shit,
But that's some shit. Like,
y'all some diabolical motherfuckers.
Imagine
Y'all could
going
be some
home to
Stephen
your
King
family
novelist
after that.
somewhere.
like a
And you
number 2.
gotta fucking watch your daughter playing in the tub and shit. After you done came up with this whole scenario about fucking some shit electrocuting you in the tub. Right. You can't bathe your daughter after that.
You gotta be a psychopath, man. Like I think these niggas need therapy when they get through with these movies. To be honest, that's probably why they ain't came out with one in a minute, because they had to, you know what I'm saying, take a break.
Or they can't find people who can think of very creative ways to murder.
It's only so many ways.
Yeah, bro. I
What's
mean,
the most memorable death y'all can remember from the series?
The
like,
nigga that slipped.
like the whole series. Period.
I know Final Destination 2.
Go ahead before it.
Final Destination 2 with the white boy when he was in his house, he was cooking.
Racist.
And it, come on now. I don't remember the nigga's name.
The white boy.
Oh, the one who like won a lot of money.
I forgot what happened. So I just know he was in his house. He was cooking.
He was
You
reaching
alright,
to the
nigga?
sink. He was reaching to the garbage
Yeah, his
disposal.
watch.
Teasing.
Bro, could have lost a hand. Second part. Then his house catch on fire. And then could have been burnt alive.
He climbed
But
down
you got
the
killed
That
by a
loud-
fucking
a ladder,
ladder.
yeah.
I remember the commercial.
You got killed by a ladder, dog. I'm
It's
sorry.
funny because we know it's coming. We know the death is
Right.
coming, and they keep showing us these ways it could happen. And we're like,
Right.
that nigga hand finna get blended.
That garbage disposal almost got me.
Oh, yeah.
That shit be too easy.
When that nigga supposed to die on the
I know.
highway,
You
though?
gotta
Everybody was supposed to die on the
outside
highway.
box.
So we talking about moments that got us?
Out of the whole
Now-
series, what was your
Like
favorite?
most memorable.
Oh, yeah, most memorable. The one I can think
got
of
one.
right off the back would probably be I think it was number 3. They was at that they was in a warehouse, not a warehouse, but like the back room of the store. That nail gun dropped and stabbed old girl so many times in the face, and
Yeah, it was sliding back and
yes,
forth like
and
a
and you heard it. You heard the impact too. She just
Damn.
I was like,
Yeah, it was crazy.
it didn't stop
I
for
have
her.
nightmares. I have nightmares right now whenever I'm driving behind a logging truck with all that wood on the back.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
why
too.
it bounces off.
I
Yeah,
think everybody has that.
yeah.
Nigga, that's why I'm going to their
Yeah.
trucks. I ain't trying to get my
That's
shit
my
tilted on.
As soon as I see one of them hoes, I go past.
hey, that whole freeway scene, legendary, low key.
Hell yeah.
That's dramatic.
Leak, you got one?
Man, which one? I think it was 5. When that dude was in there, he was getting a massage. He was in there talking that shit.
He's up in there getting them needles for the acupuncture.
Yeah, he was getting acupuncture, and he what he do? Fall off the bed, and the Buddha fell on the bed.
Yeah, we thought the needles, like when he fell out, he
I remember
passed
that
out. Then
shit.
he was like, "Bro, that you trying to fuck us up, dog?" And then the Buddha statue fell.
Oh man.
Oh, bro.
That shit was solid gold.
I got my one of these Final Destinations. It was whichever one had the racetrack scene at the beginning.
Oh shit.
So at the end, at the end of the movie, it was a crowd in the movie theater. And it had a countdown. They had a countdown of a bomb, and there was a fire in the back, and it was finna have a chemical reaction.
Yeah.
And when it got back to the end, everybody was looking at the screen and it blew up in the movie, and then that motherfucker blew up in real life.
Oh shit. Damn.
Oh my god, man. It was because, like, you know, when you look at the movie, you're like, oh, look at that explosion.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh shit. You ain't got no time to react. Just, oh shit. I'm fucking crying, dog. Oh my god. Yeah, that shit. Them niggas is sick, dog. They was laughing the whole time they was orchestrating this shit.
Bro.
They was like, wait till they get a load of this. Whatever the fuck they be saying. Oh man.
Oh
We
shit.
fuck with Final Destination heavy, dog. I can't wait till the next one, you know, because this is kind of like a horror renaissance. Well, it's a renaissance of fucking everything that we was fucking with. As far as superheroes, horror movies, cartoons, you know what I'm saying? They, like, every time they come out with some shit. Like, because I always say, if you want that money, go for the kids. Right now, they fucking with our inner child, y'all. Like, every time they come out with something, our inner child, like, shit, I want to go see this, and I want to go take my kids to go see this. Every time these superhero movies come out, this Lion King is finna come out. Y'all know that's finna be money.
Of course, yeah.
Y'all already know, like, when they show, like, certain shit with, like, certain books that we read in elementary school, and now they making movies about it, it's automatic, dog.
Bro, ain't they making a movie about that, what's them, the stories?
Scary
The
stories.
What is, like, after, I forgot what that whole
Scary
shit
stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah, that shit.
Like, Trill's story, I remember specifically in the 3rd grade, I was reading the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark Part 1. And the pictures, like, the art in the pictures was, like,
Oh, that shit. Bro.
they was, like, they wasn't real at all, but they was creepy, though. And I remember reading the story and turning the page and screaming out loud in the classroom.
I ain't never screamed, but I remember seeing a big ass head or some shit from one of them motherfuckers. I forgot what book it was or what story it was, but that shit was weird,
It
bro.
was, what do weird mean? You was scared?
Like, if shit was just weird to fucking look at. I was just like, nah.
You know, sometimes niggas be like, that's weird, and they be like, that's gay, or they be like, that's
Nah,
weird.
man,
and they
I'm
be
just
like,
saying, I'm actually using the term like, no, that shit was weird because I didn't expect none of that shit to
Oh,
actually
man.
be there.
I love scary shit, man. I don't know. I used to be like a scary nigga back when I was a little kid, but now,
And now you just, yeah.
Cause you
Hey, I got up.
Hey, that's exactly what I was thinking of when you said
Chainsaw
that.
Massacre.
Which one?
I went to the theater, the original remake. When they
Oh,
did that
yeah.
first remake, I went to the theater to see that, and nigga, I got halfway in, and I fucking left. I left.
hey,
Bro, I
that
was like
shit,
12 years old, bro. I walked out of that movie. A lot of shit happened when I was 12. I
It was
walked out of that movie, and then I went right into Good Boy. Remember when the alien came and took over the dog's body, and he was staying with that boy?
I don't remember that.
Nigga,
Y'all
what?
remember that?
I can't. I have no recollection.
You know what? That should be something we should
Well,
talk
that's
about.
where I went after I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was trying to get the nightmares out.
Oh, you talking about trying to clean up your scares with
Oh,
some...
no.
I'm
I'm talking about what moment in a movie had you to where you couldn't finish the movie, where you just got up and left. It could be at home, it could be at a movie theater.
Nigga.
I be sitting through them bitches.
I can't
For
remember.
me, it had to be a Hellraiser.
Hellraiser?
I think that's what
seen-
the movie's called.
you
The
seen
one
that
with
nigga
the
nipple
with the
pinhead?
spikes and with the spikes
I know
on
what
it.
you're
Yeah,
talking about.
Pinhead. That's his name, right?
Yeah,
I think that's his name.
I think it's that movie is really like
13
bondage. It's a bondage movie.
Not 13 go?
Nah, I know what you're talking about. I know it's a scary movie.
Hellraiser,
scary.
Hellraiser is a low key bondage porn movie, dog.
I ain't never
Well,
watched it. I just seen the cover.
That ain't what made me stop watching it. I was watching it upstairs at my grandma's house with my cousin and my uncle. When the scary part was about to come up, tell me why my older cousin popped out the attic, wrapped up like a mummy.
Oh, no.
Scared the shit out of me. I ran downstairs straight to grandma, woke her up. I said, no, I ain't about to go back up there and finish.
Black kids don't do that, man.
No. This was my older cousin. He ain't no kid. He a teenager. I'm still a kid. I'm 7 years
I
old.
say that shit elaborate as
He
hell.
18. He was like, oh, I'm about to get these niggas.
That's fucking
I can't
man.
think of
What
it.
did he wrap himself in?
That's what
That's
I'm
what I
thinking.
was trying to figure
That's what I'm
out.
thinking.
You know,
Materials
first
did
of
he
all,
use
you
for
know
this?
Granny
Goof.
had sheets.
I'm
in the
thinking.
damn-
I'm thinking. Tape
Yeah, she got
tissue,
sheets
Take
everywhere.
tissue.
Toilet
Nigga,
tissue.
flour
A lot of work.
Yeah,
paper
exactly.
towels.
Like the shit that you wrap yourself up with when you're injured.
Ace
What,
bandages.
like, yeah, A-bands,
Oh,
something
yeah,
like that.
okay.
That's what it looked like. Cause the nigga played basketball, so I'm thinking, okay, that's probably what it could have been.
What noise did
Not
the
exit, bro.
What noise did the
I'm
nigga
sure
make
you
with
didn't
his
All I
have
hand?
heard
enough time to
was-
really see what it was with your fear.
All I heard was attic door kick. I look over, something is coming out the attic,
The mystery
growling and
situation.
roar. I was like, oh.
You know niggas make a noise whenever they try to scare niggas. You know what I'm saying?
He got the movement down too. And my cousin went for his dad. I went straight downstairs. I don't know how I got down there so fast.
You say my nigga choreography got your ass.
Whoo. Nigga, the scare. It was nighttime, dark, no lights, TV up loud. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Let me see. I ain't never did no shit like that, but I love walking up behind people and just boo like that, like making sure. That
So you ain't never had a moment in a movie where you just couldn't stop, like it was too scary. You just had to pause it or walk
I had a
out.
jump scare one time.
I'm gonna say as a little kid, I probably the only time that I remember doing that as a little kid, it wasn't even a movie, it was a game. Mm-hmm. It was Resident Evil 2, and like when you down there, the zombies get down and start like rubbing
Black screen,
yeah,
and then all you see
like,
is you getting eaten
that's
out.
all you see.
No homo. We ain't talking about that. We talking about literally zombies eating you, killing you.
No,
Man, to
no,
be
we
honest,
understood
that is
the context.
That might be some type of sexual. I don't know.
Innuendo,
man.
whatever they
I
want to
don't
call
know,
it.
man. You know, it be these sexual cannibals and stuff out here. Shout out to Ed Gein or whatever his name was. But
That's his name.
Yeah, you good. You good.
You already know. That's how I see. That's why I fuck with TJ. He understood that reference.
I did.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like when I seen that, my big cousin was playing the shit. I just had to go because I was,
You saw he was dying. You saw that screen flash up because it was about to show it.
It was so desolate.
You was like,
The background faded to black.
Mm-hmm.
All you seen was blood, and then like it said, "You're died."
Oh no.
Your diet flashed across the screen. You know what I'm saying, dog? So yeah, that's me. Anybody else got any times where they had to get the fuck out?
When that nigga,
I ain't no hope.
I'm sorry, but that nigga from Texas Chainsaw Massacre was wearing that other nigga face as his face. I thought about my
God,
mama
bro,
face. I thought about my cousin
God.
face, my sisters and brothers.
That whole movie was sick, man. That
It's
whole
a good movie, though.
Between the family, like when you waking up and you looking around at all these people, I know they stank. And when you looking around at all these people and like they like just looking at you, smiling, you see them pulling out strange food and shit. And then like this one dude come out like what? Leatherface is what, like 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
I think so.
No, man. No. Trey Songz is on that other one.
yeah, I didn't see
I didn't
that.
see that.
I didn't see that one just because
he fucked
his
up
ass
the
was
whole
on there. Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, y'all got a celebrity in there that I can't even take the movie seriously if I
Right.
see a celeb in there.
Oh,
Like
I'm
that.
trying to think.
Shout out to Trey
The
Songz.
first thing I thought when you said that, because I didn't watch it, I was so scarred from the first movie. But
I got
the first
dragged.
thing
I got
that I
dragged.
thought was, did he die first and early or early? Please say he died. Early.
And you know how in certain movies when they have a big time celeb in it and it's a horror movie, they not gonna have some type of real execution style on. It's gonna be like some type of soft core kill.
If
Might
I,
get
re-
stabbed.
No limbs coming off,
Might get
nothing.
stabbed.
if I remember
And it won't
right,
even be a gory stab, just a little and then it fall
I
over.
think Trey Songz survived, man.
Did he?
I think
Damn.
Trey Songz survived.
Pissed.
Damn.
That means the rest of the movie was bad because I know he wasn't acting good.
I think they was just giving him some leeway because you know.
It's Trey Songz.
Trigger.
But fuck
I'm
that.
trying to think. Did I have one?
He said, "Fuck that."
I think I had a jump scare. I wasn't really like scared, but like I had a jump scare.
You
Y'all
drop-
remember?
you dropped some popcorn.
Nah, nigga, don't even really eat popcorn like that. It was at the house.
Okay, nigga, okay.
So y'all remember Tales from the Hood, right?
Yeah.
The first one with the police.
Yes.
Remember that nigga was on the fucking windshield, like the scene of the cop. He was just driving. 'Cause I think he was trying to get away. And then the scene just turned the fuck around out the blue, and the little zombie black nigga was on the back of the.
I know what you talking
Bro,
about.
that shit got me.
You talking about that shit where them ghosts start hunting them from the past and shit?
That no, you thinking about Crazy K?
Nah,
That was Tales from the Crypt.
Nah. The ghost that was hunting the police.
Yeah, the one that they killed.
That
Yeah,
was
he
from
came.
police cruelty and shit like that. He was being
No,
cruel,
the
and
black
then
dude that they
No,
killed.
the black dude.
The black dude that
Yeah,
they
cause
killed.
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like it's really echoing the same shit with Rodney King and shit.
Yeah.
And like it was like, what if it was like it almost seemed like a what if like Rodney King had died and just started hunting niggas.
Yeah.
Tales from the Hood. That
Bro,
was a good ass
that
movie.
first tale.
Golly.
Have you seen both of the Tales from the Hood, TJ?
That second one was horrible.
I
second one, I
saw
didn't even try to watch.
so long ago, so I just remember the little stories. I just remember a couple of stories.
Like
I don't remember
with the
movie.
slave. I mean, like with the dolls and shit
Bro,
like
the
that.
dolls.
I remember the dolls.
Killing that white
for
supremacist.
sure. I remember the dolls one, and
He's like
and then there was one where the guy was a zombie.
He was trying to be like a mayor, I think.
And do you remember Crazy K when Hakeem from Moesha was a psychotic gangster?
Yeah, all that shit came back to haunt him.
Nah, bro.
And the quick callback, Crazy K, when he was hallucinating off of in the jail, he was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. They played that shit in the beginning of the DMX album too. Woo! Hey, that was hot. Go status. But yeah, that second Tales from the Hood, that shit was funny.
It was funny. It was supposed to be funny.
Man, that shit was...
It was supposed to be funny.
I was disappointed,
stupid.
but then I had to recognize that I just had to take these for laughs, man. It ain't...
Well, let me ask you
That
this.
one story about the doughboy, that the giant doughboy fucking the white girl though, that was
Funny.
it was kind of deep when you think about it.
It was, but it was funny because she popped out all them doll babies.
Whose was better though, Snoop's or Tales of the Hood too?
With Bones?
Nah, not Bones.
I
Remember
ain't
when Snoop
I
had
ain't
the
even watched that
Tales?
Snoop shit. Man.
You didn't watch it? It had like 3 stories in it.
I ain't watch it, but
Never heard of
I seen shout out to Gully Boy. I think Gully Boy did like a recap of Snoop's low budget horror film.
Yeah, it was Snoop's Horrors, not House of Horrors. It was called something, but he had like 3 stories in that thing.
I fuck with Jimmy Bones though.
Jimmy Bones, yeah.
That movie fucked me up.
For real?
It did.
Oh, with the maggots.
Nobody don't want to see that.
Man, a lot of those movies fucked me up back in the day.
I don't know.
It's cool,
Candyman,
it's cool,
Candyman
man.
kind of got him.
He wasn't supposed to be watching that shit.
We probably should switch the subject because whenever
Right, we've been on this for a
whenever
minute.
I be talking about this shit, and then whenever I be hitting up Flex, I be like, "Hey man, you I think it was a game or something we was talking about." He was like, "Man, I think I might breathe a little different if I play that shit."
Yeah. Look, I don't fucking know.
I have the perfect segue.
See, we could.
I got the perfect segue right here.
What we got?
And that's speaking of insecure short people.
My nigga, my nigga out there representing. He got tackled, but
That shit was funny.
he had to make a statement.
Listen, I got an addendum to this story. I saw a clip on Instagram of them interviewing him after that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh
And yeah, he was like, when girls always are, talking about how short you are and all this, and they get with you and they just take your money and then they talk shit about how you're short. And I just kind of snapped because some bitch was talking about how you short in the line or something, and he just kind of snapped. That doesn't justify the fact that, you're insecure and you let these people get you this pissed off.
Exactly, dog.
You shouldn't be this pissed off at a fucking bakery or whatever the hell they were.
Exactly.
Like,
I was having a conversation one day, and like I was telling this girl, I was like, I'm completely secure and aware about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said that if a tall dude is insecure with himself, he'll fuck around and wish he was my height.
That's some shit.
Cause like I'm so secure. Like I feel like a lot of people be trying to chase some type of glory and stuff like that with their options and all that, or like how they present themselves. Say like if somebody be like, ooh, if I wear this brand right here, it's gonna validate me or something. Like with me, I honestly believe instead of chasing moments, I believe in being the moment or being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So like if you like a real trendsetter, you know what I'm saying? Like say like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart represents short niggas to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? He out here, whenever he be doing his motions and shit on stage, you could tell that he is fully embracing being short. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, like had no shame with that shit, man. That nigga right there, and he's talking about dating sites. He probably, if I had to put my finger on it, this nigga probably taking pictures like in front of some shit to make himself look tall, and then when he show up. You know what I'm saying? My nigga got troubles in the 3 feet of the swimming pool and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same thing I said.
if you're playing, you can win with whatever hand you're dealt, and that's kind of how life is. You gotta fucking just be confident and be able to do, move in the ways that you need to move based on your physical appearance and whatever. If your goal is to get pussy, then you figure out what pussy you can get, and then get that pussy.
Either good, bad, or ugly, or sick.
My nigga salty as hell.
That's gonna be the title of my episode. Get
said-
that pussy.
It sound sound like some shit that'll break a nigga neck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my thirsty niggas out here. Shout out to all my short, salty niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? This here is a perfect segue to you know what I'm saying? Niggas feeling salty. You know what I'm saying? These kids, licking on these items.
Oh shit.
Catch a fucking elbow. You don't catch an elbow.
Man, I'm getting everything.
I'm
see.
gonna go ahead and jump out the window. They bioterrorists.
They are.
Basically.
That's
Basically.
truth. That's truth.
Basically.
Like, you don't know. You like when you go and you buy ice cream now. You have to open it and look at it.
I buy ice cream sandwiches.
I don't.
There you go.
But
Ice
if,
cream
if
sandwich.
they just licked it,
Ice cream
if they just licked
sandwich.
it, you don't know.
Nigga, you got to get the Ben and Jerry's with the seal on it.
Oh yeah, I heard Ben and
Nigga.
Jerry's got the plastic on it.
Yeah.
I thought them niggas already had plastic. Or was that the other people?
Bluebell don't.
Bluebell don't got that shit.
I ain't fucking
Nigga,
Bluebell.
you better. Nigga, I'm gonna be reaching in the back of the freezer, nigga, cause I love
There
that
you go.
Bluebell.
I see the memes. I
Nigga,
see
they
the
might
memes.
be licking all them
Yeah,
bitches.
like, what you gotta think about it though? How about
don't
the
have
people dropping
time.
off the shit?
You don't have time to lick all them bitches before somebody
Nigga,
see you licking it.
Nigga, somebody got
A lot of
time.
ice cream in
Bro.
there.
You don't know the fuck.
Nigga, somebody might work there and be like, I'm gonna lick all these.
For real. I seen a nigga licking a whole row of taco shells.
See, man.
Like Boosie
Oh,
say,
yeah.
lick them bitches.
Like right now, I got an idea in my head. Like if I made a zombie
Yep.
apocalypse movie, my zombie apocalypse movie would start with some kid that don't know that they got a dormant disease, licking the ice cream,
Licking the ice cream.
and then like as soon as a motherfucker eat that shit for dinner, go to work, start
that
biting
shit-
everybody.
Write
Dog.
that shit down.
It's gotta start off slow though. It's gotta be like one day they come in sniffling. Oh, what's wrong,
I'm gonna mark it
Karen?
as that.
Nothing.
Nigga, that's the whole plot to The Walking Dead.
Hold on. Is that
Is
the,
it the division? Nah, they $20 bill. $20 bill.
is that the only one y'all saw? Y'all done saw when that one dude went by the Listerine, opened it up, gargled it, spit it back in?
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Seen
the
that
other
shit.
dude, the
No,
other
with
one
the
when the
tea.
dude
With
spit
the
inside the
fucking
tea.
Oh, I was mad.
Nothing
Nigga
is
catch
safe.
hands
Did
over
you-
Arizona real quick.
Unboxing there. Man,
Hey, a
y'all
dude
can't be
open-
I don't even
Open
drink
the
that shit,
box.
but still.
Man,
A dude
if
opened
the
the
seal
box.
is
Yeah,
not-
bro.
Bro, if the shit ain't sealed up, nigga.
But you got
They say they
They
get out. They say they can open it without the seal, or
But you
with the
gotta
seal
think
still
about
on
it, though.
there.
Like, you going shopping, you really gonna try to check
Oh
and see
yeah,
if
they
the seal
sure
pop.
can. The little bottom part, man. Fuck.
Man, niggas catch their hands on sight. I swear I
Somebody got to get their ass beat. I'm
dropping my whole
everything.
Asses will
everything
be
gotta
beaten.
canned, bro.
Stop snitching doesn't apply to everybody.
Asses
all
will
right?
be
You gotta
beaten.
tell on these niggas. I mean, this shit happen and tell.
Yeah, man, because you know when you especially, I mean, it's just, man, it's just so fucked. Your character got to be so fucked up to be doing this type of shit.
How the fuck
Yeah.
you gonna be?
I think the main reason why they doing that shit is for the fame. They
Look,
saw old girl that
Look,
did it with
I
the.
be trying to get these people the benefit of the doubt and think they like buy the shit after.
Nah, hell no. Mm.
Niggas be
Fuck
straight
that.
assholes. Like
Some of them.
No, no.
Because now you got to think some people actually doing it without being on camera. Some people could be doing it without camera,
That
Really?
is true.
and still you never know.
I ain't buying
Now that we see it on camera, there's probably people doing it off camera.
You dirtier than the niggas that's doing it
Definitely.
for clout. If you're not
There
even
you
doing
go,
it for clout.
For real, bro.
Yeah,
I catch nigga in Walmart, bro.
You really should be on some FBI top 10 most wanted type shit if you're not even doing it for clout.
That nigga send his ass to
They-
fucking.
they
What's
should
that?
fuck people up.
They
jail
should
in
charge
Colorado?
people life for
Can't
that
fucking
shit.
shit right now.
He said life.
Life.
Niggas been already getting 20 years.
Even if it's a nigga first offense.
Yeah, that's,
The niggas already
That's
getting
food
20.
tampering.
Well, shit, you a fucking terrorist in the making.
Niggas
Huh?
away.
Shit, you a terrorist in the making
You might as
already.
well shoot a nigga in the face.
I saw a lady who worked at what was it? I think it was like Burger King or some shit. This bitch, she dropped the bun on the ground, wiped it,
Wiped it
in
in the floor grease.
the floor.
I'm glad I'm ready to
I
Burger
seen
King.
that shit.
Bro, when you
Picked
say
it up
floor
and
grease, this
started
ain't grease, right?
pasting fucking Miracle
Nah,
Whip on it.
nigga, you know how you be cooking and the grease pop on the floor?
Jesus
and,
Christ.
and then you walking over it and
Shit be
shit.
slippery and shit.
Yeah, she rubbed it in the floor grease. Nigga.
Hair,
And put that
buds.
bitch
Served it
back.
to somebody.
Put that bitch
Sold it.
back.
Bro, you know that shit remind me of, or that Eminem video when he spinning that nigga onion rings. Forgot what song.
Oh, that was the most graphic. That was one of the most graphic video scenes in music of all time. That Hi, My Name Is.
Wait, was it that one?
He spit in
That
the
shit
ladies.
was a long
He's-
ass loogie.
He spit it, and
Long
then
ass
she
time
was
to get
chewing
all
it.
in the ring.
She was
still
intimately
remember
chewing it
that.
in the next scene.
I still remember that.
I remember my cousin
I
said
kinda
that
wanna
shit's
throw
so
up right
fucking
now.
nasty.
Right.
And he was rapping about it at the time. It was spitting on your onion rings, and the shit was happening.
That was just like the end of a verse, and he put a whole scene dedicated to that shit, man.
To that line.
Legendary.
Hell yeah, that shit was graphic as hell, man. That shit. Speaking of charges, you say what you got something to say, TJ?
Yeah, I was actually gonna switch the subject as well.
Oh,
probably we're gonna
go
be
ahead,
the
man.
same subject.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. This is the collaboration.
Yeah, man. I was watching that Dapper Dan interview on Breakfast Club
Legend.
today, and nigga,
Legend.
I like Dapper Dan. I knew nothing of him. Like I've heard his name before, but I didn't know about him until I watched that interview.
I had always been hearing his name, and I knew that I know his about his legacy, about how he started taking designer materials and making custom clothing items and stuff like that. Yeah. And then he had got shut down, and then he had popped back up in the spotlight. I want to say like 2 years ago, because Gucci had brought him on board, and then bam, he was official again. And I'm pretty sure you agree with his attitude, right? When he was talking about, basically gentrifying your own community instead of letting somebody else come in and exploit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I felt like the gentrification that was the most important that he was talking about was basically gentrifying like Gucci, these companies. Like getting into the companies and trying to get as many of our people in these rooms as possible, so that we can affect the way that culture, is perceived in these big companies, and eventually learning those things and learning those ways, so that we can branch out and make our own global, brands when it comes to clothing and design, and we could do that shit when it comes to other things like, nigga. If you know what I'm saying, if you want to make the best paper towels, you got to get into Bounty, nigga. You got to do the shit that Bounty is doing to make your own black-owned paper towels.
Yeah, you got to see what the competition doing, like especially the highest part of the competition.
And the best way to do that is to infiltrate these companies and learn their methods. You know what I'm saying, and get in that shit and make your own.
You heard?
I fuck with Dapper Dan.
You heard Leek's suggestion? What was that about? Paper towels?
Yeah, color them bitches red.
He is seriously asking people with nosebleeds to get fucked up.
Man, say.
Is our people going to actually take that step?
Or color them bitches.
To actually, you want
to make a pack of rainbow paper towels, nigga.
The shit's probably already been
Pride
made.
Paper towels.
The shit's probably already been made.
Nigga, it ain't got to be Pride, nigga. Shit.
Give some of these paper towels a scent. People might like that shit.
Lemon.
There you go. That's the basic one.
A light lemon paper towel.
Light lemon paper towel, nigga.
Fresh outdoor scent.
But what if you get a napkin while you're eating like spaghetti, and then you wipe your mouth and it smells like blueberries?
You don't gotta use those.
Yeah, that'll probably kill the vibe, TJ. I see exactly what you're saying, TJ. Like that shit don't even sync up with the meal. It's like tacky as hell.
That's what napkins are for. Paper towels, nigga, are for wiping.
It's like putting ketchup on peaches.
We talking about paper towels for cleaning up messes, not wiping your face after eating the meal.
Bro, you don't use paper towels when you make some food. You don't grab a paper towel.
Nigga, you don't buy napkins.
That's true.
Why would I buy napkins when I buy paper towels?
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie.
See, I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all see any napkins right here?
I use paper towels. I'm just saying we use them for the wrong reason.
Right.
But the job still gets done.
I don't want to smell lilac with my lasagna, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
That's all. Yeah, it's tacky as hell.
My boy sound like Eddie Murphy there for a minute. I want no akmahak on my hot dog.
I don't want none of your hot. Hell yeah.
I want no akmahak on my hot dog.
Eddie Murphy. What I love about Eddie Murphy, man, is like Eddie Murphy, he talks shit, but it was from it wasn't from a hateful place. You know what I'm saying? It's like he would talk shit, and like the people that he was talking about, they'll probably be like, You right. Yeah, you right.
You got a point.
Because, I remember one time once upon a time, I was on a date with a female. I be talking about these dates all the time, man. I got to have, a Hofax episode, a Hofax Confessions episode. But anyways, I was on a date with this girl that was from the Middle East. And, I I guess
ain't never heard that.
I don't know if I was thinking about Eddie Murphy at the time, but I was like, oh, that mean when you be talking, you be speaking at.
Damn. Damn.
And she was like, yeah. So
That
like
shit
y'all
shoulda
think,
went another
y'all think
way,
it's
bro.
funny, but like she knew, like, you know what I'm saying? She knew exactly what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That shit should have went another
No,
way.
she only accepted that.
Why you wishing shit
D.
like
Jones.
this on me, dog?
I ain't wishing nothing.
What
I'm
type
just
of ways
saying.
you talking about this shit win, dog? Nigga slap.
I ain't say that. I'm
See,
just saying, like,
your energy just good. That's why she accepted the
Tell
shit
y'all,
that
man, this shit is all about that energy, man. Like people be like positive vibes. I'm telling y'all, man, like these vibes. These motherfuckers is positive,
way.
dog.
Your ass can say anything to anybody. Like,
Yeah, you know how to ingratiate yourself with people before you start talking shit.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad.
Like I always believe like real friends talk shit like from day one, instead of like y'all go meet like a certain group and y'all be like, yeah, man, that nigga there be flinching every time birds fly close to him or something. I love that nigga, man. Going shots? I didn't even know that. It wasn't a shot, man. It was like one time we used to work at the same workplace, and we walked into the door and the bird flew in with us.
the motherfucker was like 1 foot away from me.
And I was like, damn, dog, you turned bitch for a second.
Man, the nigga was right there.
I gotta admit,
Hey, listen.
Birds is-
listen.
huh?
Hey, in defense of Malik, birds aren't supposed to use doors. Birds aren't supposed to use doors, man.
I'm telling y'all, I gotta admit,
That nigga
birds
was in
up
there.
close, that shit different from seeing the motherfucker soar in the sky, dog. Birds up close, that shit kind of scary because
They be flapping
it's
and
like
shit.
it's like you can't even really be kind of precise with them. Hoes got weave action, you know what I'm saying? And the
can't
motherfuckers
predict
got
they
sharp
move.
beaks,
Nah, you
you know what I'm saying? They could poke the shit out of you, man.
Nigga, imagine swatting that bitch like a fly.
man, that's a hard task.
Y'all seen them videos where eagles like grabbing goats and throwing them off the mountains and shit?
God damn.
Oh yeah.
Damn. I ain't never seen that.
Eagles is
You
like
seen that?
eagles is like
Look
one of
it
the
up.
most savage animals ever.
Nigga,
dog.
Wholesome
6
ass
foot
eagle.
wingspan.
Because they can't kill it.
Yes.
Just threw that nigga.
Like throw him, the motherfucker be limping at the bottom like, and then he come and get him again and drop him again, dog.
You
Relentless.
see that shit with the
Well,
hyena?
Cameron, to be fair, it is mountain goats, so they already on the mountain.
Yep.
So he just kind of.
He already got a head start.
They don't take them up and save
them
it
off
for
the
later.
footing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas just playing outside and somebody just snatch it.
It's like, nigga, you waiting for this shit.
Niggas, I seen a hawk take a lady dog, boy.
Bruh.
Okay, I did see that.
Bruh,
I
life-
did see something like
Bruh,
that.
life in the wild is crazy. Like, imagine having a conversation with your nigga. You look to the side. You see that shit alright? Then you look back. That nigga gone, dog. Like, literally,
Parties happen.
all you hear is yelling in the sky. And like, bruh. You can't do shit for him, man.
Have
He
you seen
falling,
that video with the hyena just eating the fuck out of a live, like, what the fuck, is that, a bull or some shit?
Was he laughing?
No, nigga. That nigga was enjoying his meal.
Was he like? I had a coworker that was over from the motherland, right? And then that's Africa for people that don't know. And then he said hyenas, like the way how they like play with their food, like they don't go for the vital organs whenever they eat. They go for like the softest part. Like if they came for us, they'll probably go for our stomach. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably, yeah, because, like, he was, well,
And then like on Lion King, where them
I think the ass is the softest part. I'm just saying.
that's what that nigga was
it
eating.
depends on how niggas. It depends. Like,
I like how you do that there. I think the ass is the softest part.
I think that's the lean meat.
Lean meat.
it depends on niggas' diets and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It depends. Like if a nigga been drinking, their stomach seem like where all the meat would be at, man. Their stomach or like probably like the chest or something. Like a breast?
Well, it's a lot of organs and stuff behind that junk. You're gonna want the muscle, so you want that ass and thighs, that ass, thighs, and legs. That's
That's what I was thinking.
Hell yeah, that shit. Cause that shit is just like, when we eat chicken, we just rotate the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Get the meat.
My
out.
nigga sound like a meat expert over there. The
I
ass
was
and the
reading
thigh.
Ed Gein's book, and I was figuring out. No, just
Studying that anatomy, man. You gotta get ready to hunt one of these days, man. These motherfuckers keep fucking tampering with this food in these grocery stores. You never know. We might be out here with like a bow and arrow trying to make sure that the meat clean and we got like a clean neck shot or something.
Walking
you know what I'm
Dead.
saying, dog?
Some goddamn saw. Lick that shit if you
I
want
thought
to.
you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say we were out here with a bow and arrow trying to shoot them niggas who was licking the ice cream and shit. That's what you did.
Nah, that'd be too gangster right there. But speaking of some gangster shit, y'all heard about that plotting on Area 51?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I'm
getting
sitting
that
y'all.
bitch.
I'm like, you niggas bored as
Bro,
fuck,
I'm sitting
dog.
y'all motherfuckers some pictures.
Like,
Meme.
I'm gonna be in that bitch.
would anybody know where like this shit, where the plot came from? Is like
Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
This I'll tell you exactly where it came from. No. It was Joe Rogan. It was the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan had Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is a man who claims to have worked on Area 51.
Oh, shit.
And he is sort of a whistleblower in that he's been telling people about these things that he saw. while he was
Classified
there.
shit?
The technology that was there. Like he's been telling people about this shit. And like he's had a few attempts on his life. He's had a couple of things happen where like it was weird. Like maybe this is the government trying to stop him from talking about it. But
Oh
people
damn.
started saying he was ridiculous. So I guess the government stopped fucking with him. But he was a scientist. And if you hear him on Joe Rogan's podcast, he sounds like he's telling the truth. Like he sounds like he worked at this place. So when people heard this, they started a Facebook group that said on September 20th, we're all, storming the fucking Area 51. 500,000 people so far have liked and committed to doing this.
They can't get us all.
Bro, I ain't seen that shit.
Bruh.
Bro, that's all I'm sitting y'all.
Niggas ain't talking about this shit,
If
man.
500,000 people say they are going to do it,
The shit is so
100,000
active, bro.
people are
It's
going.
ridiculous.
Bruh,
Yeah.
how much of that shit do y'all think is just internet hype?
It's not.
Internet
Social
hype.
media hype.
Think about
It's
how
internet
many
hype
people-
because
bro,
people are bored. People are
But
bored.
some people are gonna go.
I mean, there's some people.
Ignorance.
It's gonna be some real ass people that show up. Yeah, you got people that's making
Like,
fun of it,
I-
but you got some serious
I just
enthusiastic
seen,
people out
I
there.
just seen the shit, and like the last meme that I seen was it said when the U.S. government finds out 500,000 people want to show up to Area 51,
Yeah.
and then they put like when one person shows up, it showed like some dude in the office laughing with a little intercom and shit, and then it goes down, and then it shows when that one person is John Wick, and then the nigga face freeze.
Yes, I
Like,
saw that. I saw that.
Like, no, it's diggers, but Brother Vandana, what was you saying earlier about Stranger Things? Where you
Yeah, I
said-
think that's where it came from. That's what I was
It's
thinking.
kinda
But he's
that's kind of like Stranger Things because I just started my Stranger Things journey
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
I ended
I'm
mine.
on Stranger Things 3 now. I haven't got to start yet,
I ain't got to.
oh, you gonna love
That's
it.
where I'm at too.
Y'all gonna love it.
I might watch.
but I actually love the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
King
really
Cruz
good.
said that he gonna watch it, but I don't think King Cruz fuck with white people like that.
Whoa.
Golly.
Whoa, you putting me in that category?
Hey, it's okay, man. I don't like it because I don't fuck with white people.
You not lonely out here, King Cruz.
I'm real. Look, I ain't never said
Yeah,
that. I ain't never said that shit.
I remember what show was we talking about? It was a show we was talking about like a couple of weeks ago, and like we was like, man, no matter what, I ain't finna watch that shit, man. Was it fuck?
Oh.
What was we talking about?
The Black
man?
Mirror shit?
That's what I was thinking.
Black Mirror?
But Black Mirror
I
got.
couldn't fuck with
Black
Black
Mirror.
Mirror after the first.
That was the only thing I
Yeah,
said I
y'all,
was
y'all focus on the first episode.
You seen Striking Vipers?
Man, no.
That's why I ain't played with y'all last in the minute.
Striking Viper.
I've been on single player games for like the last 2 months, ever since that season first premiered, dog. But yeah, hey, TJ, you seen Striking Vipers?
No, I have not. Is that a what is
Is that
that?
the game they were
It's an
playing?
episode.
Yeah. It's
Black Mirror.
It's
season 5.
It's an episode of Black
The
Mirror.
last episode of Black Mirror that I saw, I just recently started Black Mirror and I didn't get far at all. I saw the congressman or whatever fuck the pig,
Yeah,
and I said,
was-
you know what,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
first
take
episode.
So I'm good.
that was
I'm
an
gonna take
episode
a
of
break
the
from
internet.
this nigga. I can't just.
Can't just sit there and watch
That's-
this shit.
It's a
bro.
lot of shit in Black Mirror.
I'm gonna say that first episode, it didn't grab me. It was like disturbing. I was like, oh shit, this shit is just trying to shock the shit out of me. But the next, like after that, the episodes started making terrible, horrible sense.
Oh,
Like, basically-
shit! The one with the black dude from Get Out.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
Oh,
episodes.
you talking about
That-
when they was
Like, that
basically
shit
like
Something million merits, 15 million merits, something like that. That's what it's called.
And it's crazy because I feel like it's a reflection on the fact that like we're literally just doing this work to power this country just to be distracted, you know, just to fucking be able to buy shit that can distract.
And like
us
how they
further.
was upgrading their avatars, that's all they was focused on.
Right, exactly. And then
Making themselves look good.
they're doing this show and you're in the audience, you know, you're at home watching it and your avatar is in the audience and this shit and this fucking guy comes out and he's like got the shit to his neck and shit like, hey, we all just blind, we need to wake up and shit. And he was like, hey man, you want a show? He's like, yeah, I want a show. That's all this shit.
That's
yeah,
all
like
it took.
I guess it was talking about what? I guess you could call it what? Sellout culture?
There's so many ways you could look at that episode, and it still messes with me because I don't
Like-
know what one way I could quote it.
Y'all remember that one episode where people could look at their memories
Yeah,
and they could like
He found
they could
out-
look at them like movies or something like that?
something like that.
Like
Yeah, that's episode
Look at it
one.
like little video clips.
That's the
Yeah.
first
They
one.
call it. It's a grain in your memory, and you can go back and look at memories.
yeah. Bruh, that shit was disturbing because y'all know that like sometimes we be wanting the truth
Niggas wish they could do that
even
though.
if we not ready for the truth. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like it's done been times like it's been plenty of like dark secrets kept where like people would rather take that shit to the grave than let that shit
Right.
come out. But that episode right there flipped that shit like upside down.
You thought that was your baby boy right there.
Ooh, man.
When he found out,
Listen, I mean, the reason why memories come and go like they do is so that we don't dwell on them, so we can forget and move on. And he wasn't able to forget and move on, which is why he went crazy and ended up snatching his
Taking
own
that
fucking
grain
shit
out.
out.
You're
Kept
right.
going back.
Because he realized that it was ruining his life, you know?
Right,
Like,
right.
you can't just fucking relive shit over and over again, especially the bad moments, because it's gonna keep you in that moment, you know? It's
Keep
gonna
you in
keep
that
you in that
box.
moment.
Already.
Keep you depressed, keep you low. So I mean that's why it's good to
keep it moving.
forgive, and keep moving.
That's why, you know what I'm saying, we always be like, we trying to make sure that our feelings is taking us places instead of getting us stuck in spaces.
Hey,
Because they can do both of those. And sometimes
Talk
people,
like a 70s pimp.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I do have, you know what I'm saying? I did go through a phase where I was reading iceberg books, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I was just
Iceberg
gonna say
Slim.
Iceberg Slim.
You know-
Iceberg Slim.
I was reading that and I was reading Donald Goines a lot, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know why rhyming works and why that shit, it's catchy, dog. I think it's like simple elementary mechanics, you know what I'm saying? The reason why they always be like, Lord, lay me down to sleep, I praise the Lord, my soul to keep. Why they say shit like that is because it's catchy, dog, and you can remember shit too. Then whenever you think about it, what was the second part to that saying? That it was, bam, it rhymed with it. It's easier.
Right.
Shout out to Iceberg. Shout out to R.I.P. Donald Goines. R.I.P. to both of them. I think both of them gone.
Yeah, man. Black Mirror is crazy though, man. I really gotta keep going on that show. It's a lot of shit I ain't seen yet.
Oh yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it, especially striking vipers, dog. Like striking
They should do
vipers.
they should do an episode about being in jail in Sweden.
My wife said I
Hey,
couldn't play the
I
game
heard
with
some
my
stories. I've heard some stories about
After
jail in
watching
Sweden,
that shit.
and like, yeah, I see exactly what you getting to, TJ. Cause like,
Swedish jail is the easiest jail to be in.
I heard at first they start you off in a desolate room and starve you
No.
to put that pressure on you.
No.
I heard.
And I'll tell you, so I listened to this podcast called Flagrant 2. the host of it, one of the hosts of it, his name is Andrew Schultz.
Shout
He's
out.
a comedian, and him and his cameraman went to Sweden, and his cameraman got arrested because he got to fighting with one of the security guards at a club they went to. And every security guard in Sweden, no matter what they work at or anything, is a public official. So he got arrested for fighting a public official.
Yeah.
So he went to jail, and he was in Sweden for 30 days. There is no bail. You do not get bail. There's no that law isn't there.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't deny ASAP Rocky's bail because the evidence wasn't substantial or whatever. They just don't do bail there. You can't. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You gotta stay the whole time before you get arraigned by the judge.
He thought it was like it was out here, where you could be like out in the next
exactly.
day or something if you got that money. But I think y'all how do y'all feel about that? Y'all think it should be deeper than money when it comes to getting out of jail the next day after fucking up?
No. I think you shouldn't. Like, if you go to jail, right, especially in another country, nigga, you gotta do what the fuck the system is. I mean, you can't be
When
mad at
do what the
people
Romans do.
for ASAP because they won't let him out of jail and money isn't working. Like, the nigga gotta do what the fuck the country say. You shouldn't have been fighting over there.
Well, shit, depending on
You don't have to
depending on
fight.
the charge.
You never have to fight, bro.
Like,
Well, you gotta remember,
Like,
like,
somebody
It's
come up
niggas
and
raping
try to assault
motherfuckers.
you.
but you gotta
and getting
you
out with $10,000.
gotta think about it though. It's like just being a foreigner in a different country, bro. That's basically like troubling in itself. Like if I get in trouble,
I don't know who has the mic, but I can't hear nobody.
that's King Cruz.
I guess that's
Oh,
what
okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I think
so-
I had my finger over there.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying just being a foreigner in a different country is basically trouble in itself, especially if you go in there breaking their laws.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
more harsher on you because you're not one of
Exactly.
them. So I mean, they gonna basically. I ain't gonna say they making. That's not a statement, but no, I can't even think of the name.
Example.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say they're making an example out. They're just saying like, this is what we do. This is how it goes. It's not gonna go how it goes over in the States for you. So sit your ass down.
That nigga didn't do shit.
Even if he didn't, I mean, we don't know the laws out there.
That's why it's best to study your laws before you go to these countries,
Man,
traveling and
some,
shit.
Some niggas ran up on him and he got arrested.
I mean, that's what we see from perception. I mean, we don't know what actually happened. That's why I can't
Right.
judge the whole situation. That's why I can't say free Rocky didn't get. I don't know what the hell this nigga did. We seen one angle of him fighting, then we seen one angle of him telling somebody leave him alone.
Yeah.
We don't know what the
All
hell
we see
actually
is what's
happened.
on the camera.
There's footage of him putting his hands on somebody in Sweden.
Right.
That's all they needed to
That's-
arrest
that's-
him.
that's
Now
it.
they need to figure
That's
out
it.
what happened.
If
I
they
mean, he
hit
in
you
jail.
and you didn't swing back, different story. But I seen your goddamn peoples beating the shit out of somebody. That was it.
From what I seen and heard, they were trying to defend themselves from people that were harassing them.
Of course they would say that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It did.
We don't know them Swedish niggas.
Yeah,
We don't know them Swedish nigga stories.
Did y'all see like a similar situation happened with 50 Cent recently?
Oh, or a dude ran up on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
what the-
Trying to
but
get him listening
50
to
is a
music.
fucking OG though, dog.
Wait,
50
had to
well,
talk
what,
to that
what do you?
nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I
50
understand.
50
that.
took time to educate. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Look at what you're doing. Look at your strategy, man. Your strategy fucked up. You
Right.
already fucked up right now." And like 50 be talking that shit on Instagram, but like 50 done been through some real situations. And usually people that done been in the heat, they know exactly what the temperature is when motherfuckers run up. You know what I'm saying? He knew that motherfucker wasn't finna do anything crazy. That's why he, you know what I'm saying, kept his space and distance. And he ain't like, you know what I'm saying, act irrationally in the situation.
I kind of think that was common sense
You
at the
don't-
same
you don't-
time.
You don't get shot 9 times without learning something.
You know what I'm saying, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, that's a throwback to the adversity I was talking about for the woman of the week this week. Shout out to Lara Croft. But then, yeah, man, with that, like I say, shit, with ASAP and them, that video, I think that shit was like, I don't know if a motherfucker caught that angle looking so spectacular, you know what I'm saying? Or if that motherfucker looked like a nigga was just getting rinsed. But shit, the way how that video came out, that's probably why he in jail, because it looked like, you know what I'm saying, it looked so ferocious.
Yeah.
If it was like, you know what I'm saying, like a tap, like how Will Smith gave old boy that tried to kiss him,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? that there, you know what I'm saying, it ain't finna be shit, but motherfuckers is like, you know what I'm saying, when it look like a big ass wave of niggas is like fighting and shit, and that shit look like
Arms
a
is getting
WWE,
pulled back to
look like
unleash on
WWE
somebody.
backstage wrestling. Shit, that shit gonna cause a commotion, dog. I think it was based on the presentation and the angle of the fight. I think that's why he off up in there.
Yeah, I mean,
Did y'all see that fight at Disneyland?
that shit was. I didn't even want to watch it,
that
but
was
it's just
trash.
this shit
That
was
was
ridiculous.
trash.
They was all family members.
That shit was ridiculous,
It
bro.
was the
Really?
worst.
They was
Like just
all
to hear the
family members
like-
there together.
Oh my god.
Nigga.
so when you
And he started beating his girlfriend ass.
Go ahead, Lee,
She
go ahead.
accidentally hit his mama.
This shit had to be building up on the trip there. They probably drove there.
It probably
and
was.
Everybody was sitting in each other's lap just talking shit. And they was like, aight. And then when they
what
got
I
in the open,
heard was nobody was charged.
they drove there in the same Suburban, nigga,
hell yeah.
lapped up.
Nobody was charged for that shit.
Had
Yeah,
probably.
you know what? It's fucked up when you're watching a fight in the hood. Like it's surrounded by niggas filming and shit. Everybody hyped and shit.
It's like
But
Tekken.
when it's just kids crying,
real.
it just
Wasn't nobody
makes
concerned
it
with little
so
kid
much
behind
worse.
me? Like, come on, bro. Well, they can't be swept away somewhere.
Dog, that shit was so ignorant, dog.
Yeah.
Like that shit is like the exact opposite of what Dapper Dan was talking about, man. Like he talking about constructive
Right.
shit. Them people was doing like just destructive shit, dog. Like and like you said the dude was hitting his girlfriend?
He started beating his girlfriend ass.
But that shit
Yeah.
ridiculous, bro. That's why people look at us so fucked up nowadays.
Like
Well, not nowadays, shit, forever.
like it's like it take like with me, I'm not a sensitive person. I don't be getting mad at petty shit. Like if somebody talking like some simple shit or something like if they say something like, oh, your head big or some shit like that, you know, some people would get mad or crazy at that, but some shit that do make me mad, and the reason why it make me mad is because it's true, is because like it's some people out there that's telling their kids, these black people right here, they gonna start like being disruptive, they gonna start acting crazy or something.
True, people train their kids.
And like it's like in another thing, like another similar subject, it's some people out here that's probably telling their daughters, if you get with a black dude, you're gonna be a single mother.
Ooh.
And that dude,
Yeah.
and the dude that told his daughter that is black.
And that's
but,
fucked up, bro.
but yeah, man, like
Not
that's
see that plot twist.
Yeah, but that's
the
what I was
reason-
saying to you.
The
earlier,
reason why
though.
that shit make me mad is because it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that like a lot of situations that I see all around, it's like shit. We can't even help it. Like our values is fucked up.
That's why I was saying earlier with our own people is they gonna learn, like when you was talking about the clothing and gentrification, all that stuff. It's like right now, you know how Master P got his own shoe brand out right now.
Yeah.
I don't really hear
I
too
think-
many people trying to support this man in his own black owned business.
Nigga, I didn't even know he had a shoe.
I mean,
The Miatis.
I ain't know until he came to the Breakfast Club was talking
He
about.
been having this out. I'm gonna say maybe a year and a half. Rock his own stuff, rock his own clothes. But you got people over here still talking about, oh, I want to wear this, I want to wear Gucci, I want to wear Prada, I want to wear this.
And Dapper Dan was talking about this in that interview. Like you can't get people to support something that's small. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to get people to support something that small. Like of course you're gonna get your little here and there support. Like, but like if you want a luxury $6,000 jacket or some shit like that,
Yeah.
like you want the world to be buying this from us, like instead of it being just you getting these little kibbles and bits from your $25 shoe brand or your T-shirt that you run out and sell on the corner. Like we want people buying like expensive luxury brands that represent our culture, not from people that aren't even a part of the culture, like Gucci and Nike and all these big brands. Like when Kanye came out with, you know, his Yeezy brand or whatever, like he went in with who was the company that he partnered with to do that?
The first one or the second one?
The one he has now.
The Adidas, because the first one was Nike, because he had the Red October.
Right. So you have to do that. You have to, in order for people to recognize you globally, you have to be with a global company, and not just him. Like let's let other people infiltrate Nike and become a part of this global initiative to spread black culture around the country, not from white people who don't
From an
really
organic
know
place.
culture. Fuck up and do like fucking blackface and turtlenecks, which who the fuck designed that shit? That's just whack.
Whoever
It's
was
not
at that
even
corporate
dope.
table, they need to lick his ice cream, man.
I don't know why they think that she was even socially acceptable in the first place. And people was actually rocking the shit. I'm like, the fuck?
I think it could have been a publicity stunt.
That's the thing. I don't see. That's the thing. I don't believe so at all, bro. Because that shit is still being possibly sold to this day.
How many bars we got, dog?
One more.
Man, niggas just love to mock niggas. That's what it is.
It's like we hop on a trend or some shit for like a week or two.
That's why every now and then
Like-
you just see bullshit.
It's like what it is. I guess we getting close to the end, TJ, because our camera's starting to be on. You know what I'm saying, one bar and shit.
What that marriage
Okay.
talk?
And
What
then-
happened to the marriage talk?
We can have that one day. But
Anyone
what I was gonna say was what I was gonna say was we'll do it one day. Y'all niggas with the rings on y'all fingers. But like one fact of the matter is like us sitting up here, like black people, like that was brought over here on the slave ship and shit. Like we are something like Frankenstein. Cause like we was like, you know what I'm saying, we was took from certain places, and then when we came here, the first people that came on the boat, they probably speaking like tribal languages and shit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even know what was happening. But when the kids was born, you know what I'm saying, they started talking like whoever they seen talking, and they started communicating like them, because you know communication was key to putting that work in. And then they was like, if everybody understand me when I yell, go work in the field. You know what I'm saying? So then English started getting incorporated with us, and that started transforming us from Africans to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And
Like
then-
the person whose name got changed to Toby is a lot different from the person who was born Toby.
Yes, definitely. Like, and then like over time, that's why our shit is so striking. And I want to say our shit, like niggas that's analyzing the shit, like with the analytics and shit, I think our shit look amazing because over time, like as we came over here as products, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't over here as people. We was over here like a shipment in the back of a truck.
Like a cargo.
You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We came over here like that, and then we ended up being like one of the most prominent people, despite not even being the majority. You know what I'm saying?
Like people breathe.
Not just not being a majority,
All that
but
shit.
not being universally respected either.
Yeah, and now we on Huggies boxes.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like with that shit right there, we gotta make sure that we realize that like I said, our values is fucked up. It's not too many people that look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? And like when I say Frankenstein, I don't mean like some ugly monster. I just mean that we was brought over here and they didn't know. They didn't see this shit coming. You know what I'm saying? They didn't
Our
see these
culture was
results
pieced
coming.
together like that nigga's body.
Exactly. Like our shit is cultivated from coming. We was off up in jungles and shit back in the day, and now we over here in farms and shit. And then some motherfucker like start, you know what I'm saying, start telling us about, you know what I'm saying, certain, you know what I'm saying, religions and shit. And we started taking our tribal songs and fusing that with, you know what I'm saying, spirituals, and then bam, like the whole church culture is created from those pieces, just like TJ just stated, those pieces put together. And then all of a sudden we start incorporating the other shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like when they start eating all the fancy food, they leave us the scraps, bam, soul food get made, and bam, you start getting all these franchises, dog. Like I say, like if we recognize that, it'll be like, it'll make more sense when we recognize like what else we can do if we get more pieces, you know what I'm saying, more pieces that, like if we more precise with the pieces that we acquire, then we could start shaping our own, like, you know, our own image of ourselves.
Right.
Instead of like, cause it's been freestyle, like over the last few centuries, it's been freestyling, you know what I'm saying? We just been making it out of like accidental innovations. But if we get precise with it, shit, we'll have our own gentrification in no time.
We have. It's just been taken away from us. Like we have. You gotta think about it. Black Hollywood. You gotta
Yeah,
think about
like I said, you just
Black
we,
Wall Street.
like that's
Yeah,
why I say we gotta be
we-
precise. If we precise with it, we'll know when people is trying.
I mean,
to
we kind of already are. 'Cause
exploit
we
us.
already revolutionized everything that basically what makes a society today. You gotta think about it. Everything that's basically what people breathe in comes from black culture. Everything. Basically,
The
everybody's
scariest-
trying to take it.
A chunk of
The
it.
scariest thing for white people to accept is black unity. This is the reason why they tore down Black Wall Street, tore down Black Hollywood, all this shit. Is because we were actually unified in something, and they were afraid where it would lead. They know that they wronged us, and they know that we're gonna have to get some sort of retribution for this. Like, that's why reparations is still in conversation today, even though they offered us reparations in the 1800s when slaves were supposedly freed. Like, we still we need something to repair that, but at the same time, we've been taught to hate each other so much that we can't unify. Like, we can't. We don't trust each other. We don't think that it's going to work, so it's going to be less people trying to get in on that unification. Like, it's really hard to get black people together and unify under one thing.
Yeah, because, like, especially, like, leading on what you said with that, it's like, even though, like, unification should be the objective, but to be honest, the majority of, like, shit that happen in between black people, whether it's physical or mental, that shit look like that goddamn Disneyland video.
It's true, and we gotta stop making excuses. Make too many excuses for ourselves too.
Yeah.
That's one thing they gotta stop.
And shit, man, that shit got me thinking hard, y'all. That shit got me thinking deep, man. We started off funny. I don't want to end this shit on like.
You got to. It's a pickup for the next.
Honestly, you could have the first half filmed and then do a long ass audio. I'm serious.
I'm like, that's the whole thing. Like, keep this shit going. There's no reason to stop,
bro.
Just because they can't see us, they can still listen.
Yeah,
like you should do an outro for the video.
All right, look.
Do an outro for the video and then like do it to hear the rest of the episode. Fuck around.
Yeah, I usually put like camera died though at the end of the shit. Or, like camera died sometimes. But all right, let's switch it to a positive note before it die. Hopefully we'll make it through. But yeah,
got it deal.
Like speaking of committing to beautiful things in life, we have four men at the table that have been in a marriage situation. Y'all are inspiration to me because y'all have got to that line and y'all have crossed it. You know what I'm saying?
I am engaged also.
Well, yeah,
I'm coming up.
I am married.
You're a part of the four.
You still cross the line though. You know what I'm saying? Like when
that nigga said at the table,
nigga, you're at the table.
It's a commitment thing, man. It's a commitment.
You committed to your life.
Engagement is a commitment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
To set yourself up to be married.
And like, I just wanted to ask, when y'all proposed, what things in y'all head did y'all know for a fact?
Like, as in, like
was there any, like, it had, I'm thinking, like, well, it don't have to be. Was there any facts in y'all head when y'all proposed? Y'all was like, for life. And then, like, y'all just hopped on their knee.
Like, negative facts or just, like...
I'm gonna say, like, just, like, this is the reason why she is finna get chosen.
I got you.
Go ahead,
TJ, you go. Then I
It was a couple of things in my head. One is, I trust this woman.
Oh my God.
In my mind.
Oh my
I trust
God.
this woman.
Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about, TJ.
That's one. The second thing was, I love this woman. And I never will stop. There's nothing she can do to make me stop. Then the third and final
hey, listen. No, this nigga didn't say that. What happened?
What'd you say?
He said, cut your dick up.
Oh man.
It's all love, right?
Oh man.
No. The third thing was, like, even though I get annoyed, even though she get on my nerves, I know for a fact that me being with somebody else or me leaving her is not gonna make me happier than being with her. So
that's some real shit, bro.
Those three things.
Cause my wife annoys
Yeah.
fuck out of me.
I'll throw mine in there, bro.
But I would not want to be annoyed by anybody the fuck else.
That's some beautiful shit right there.
To me, I just say this, to me, it's deeper than the marriage, bro. Because at the same time, you giving your last name to somebody you commit your life to. So at the same time, it just ain't for the shit to look cute on paper, bro. Like, she representing your last name.
Yeah.
So I look at that shit deeper than that,
and that's that comes with a lot of respect.
Yeah. Because at the same time, I'm choosing you to withhold this name and carry it on, especially when we had kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Representing, got them stripes.
Yeah. So at the same time, it's not just me you represent. It's representing the whole legacy behind this shit. So the shit gonna grow.
representing our whole future, bro.
Hey.
Right.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
like when I decide to take your hand in marriage, there's some shit I can trust you. Like TJ say, like I actually love your ass because we've been through some shit. Like I ain't just gonna marry you just because I think that shit. Oh, we gonna get married, so we gonna be together forever. But I still do my thing. Nah, I'm showing you some real shit. I'm committing myself to you.
Yeah, like a lot of people think, like from what I see and like that's common, a lot of people feel like it seemed one sided to me. Like people be like, a man just choose and then the woman like, you know what I'm saying, just like it's in his grasp now, but it's really a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like both of y'all is standing and then both of y'all like falling in love is like two pillars falling into each other. Now they both support each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, because we rely on each other. That's one of the biggest things to it. It's like, at the end of the day, I know who I can go to. I know who I can talk to. I know who I can lean on. I know who's going to accept me for me. I don't have to change up my ways or anything like that just so I can be loved.
Yeah.
It's basically puts me in a way where I know at all times, I know this woman going to accept me. Shit from being possibly dirt poor one day to shit when I get on top of the world. She going to stand by me regardless of anything. Even if it can never make it, she's still going to stay there and still be that woman that, she said she was going to be. And that's what you got to hope you're going to have at the end of the day. Because you can't just marry anybody and think that shit going to last. Because shit can go south real quick.
Some people get married just for a ring.
For real, bro. Just to have a title, bro. And don't even live up to the shit, bro. That's the most disrespectful stuff. Like, you waste all this money you see your ass can put on a cute dress for Instagram, Snapchat. And just to say them vows for you to fuck up the next day or the next week or the next year, somebody you was never fully committed, bro.
Like, man, that shit is real life.
That's all I be telling people. Don't play with this marriage shit. Cause that
Or
shit
maybe,
is real.
you did it for a green card, which is why I'm happily divorced. Hey,
I was just about to ask Bandana about his situation. I said, like,
you know what I'm saying?
see, Brother Bandana, he crossed the line, but then, you know what I'm saying, he jumped back out.
Oh, no. I crossed the line and then I made sure not to go back.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what I'm
Burnt
saying?
that line out.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, hey, personally, I really don't care about marriage. Like, I'm not religious. Like, I don't really care about the institution of marriage. Like, but I know that if I wasn't married to her for the rest of my life, we'd still be together. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, really. And the only reason I want to marry her is just to show her that, hey, I am serious, nigga. I'm serious. I don't want you. I don't want
nigga.
Don't forget the nigga
I want
part.
her to know that I'm serious for real about this shit.
Yeah, you saying it's deeper than the certification, right?
Right.
Exactly. I mean, we can get like I promised her. Like, I was on our way home one night, and I promised her that I wouldn't leave her. I promised her that nothing she could do would ever make me leave her. And to me, that was us getting married. Nigga, I don't really need all the other shit.
I said that shit.
Because, like, I can imagine, like, I be watching these Lifetime movies where, you know what I'm saying, all these motherfuckers be out here stalking women just so they could, like, slap them one time and run off and all that stuff.
You better get your ass beat when you get home.
And then, like, when you tell a female that she ain't got to worry about being on these Lifetime movies, you know what I'm saying, or on these horror scenarios, and she could feel like she could have that for life, like that, you can call it security, as the cliche goes. So you gotta imagine that you know what I'm saying, that's like, you can imagine the effect that has on a woman that's like thinking about, like, one question that probably runs through young women's head these days that's not established: who gonna take care of me when I have these kids or when I get pregnant and stuff like that? Who, like, when they like don't have no vision of themselves, you know what I'm saying, in the future, and then you come around and you establish a big chunk of that, and you just fill in a lot of blanks, dog.
That's true. I mean, that's what two people are supposed to do with each other. You're supposed to fill in all the blanks that the other one doesn't have filled. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect.
Right.
But, like, if the best blanks are filled in, then that's great. You know? I mean, like, fuck. I think my woman is perfectly fitted for everything. Like, I literally remember half of the shit that I used to remember because she remembered the other half. That's fucking great. I don't even need half of my mind space.
That's true.
I can do this podcast now.
That's true.
But yeah, y'all got anything else to say? I could finish it off like a Mortal Kombat fatality, because we gotta stop Leek from getting his ass beat this night. But
Yeah, man. I don't want to keep leaking.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off on this note, y'all. Y'all know what's better than condoms?
Raw sex.
I'm leaning toward another direction.
What's better than condoms?
Trust.
That was some unexpected shit. I don't know why fuck Toy Story 4 just popped up in my head.
You was thinking about the plastic, bro.
Yeah, the fork nigga.
But
Thinking
yeah,
about the
man,
little fork.
like this is simple as that. If you got trust,
you got a friend. Damn,
You don't
what?
need no condom.
you don't.
Listen. Condoms are worthless to me.
Shit, I think they're worthless to everybody. Bro.
Until you
Man, you
catch.
put nasty messages out there.
Until you catch.
If
A
y'all
disease.
don't have no
That's
trust,
just like
stay on the condom.
putting on a condom for me right now is like putting on a glove to put lotion on my hand. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
That's pretty disrespectful.
I mean, you talking about from a post relationship perspective, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, yeah. I'm about to say, man, if you out here slanging this,
If you didn't know your lotion might have AIDS in it, you might want to wear some gloves.
But at the same time, you still rubbing it on your skin. True.
I guess if you slathering it on like that,
I mean, because you got look. Never mind.
you finna start taking shit all the way.
You know I'm gonna get that shit.
But yeah, man, that's that was what I was planning on finishing it off with y'all.
Trust.
Trust is better than any contraceptive. Because if y'all know exactly where y'all want to be, y'all gonna go exactly where y'all want to go
It's like a prime time show.
in these sheets.
There go that iceberg.
Hey, y'all, I'm Rico Wayne.
Put a bandana.
King Cruz, man.
LeekSoCold.
Hey, TJ, the producer in the house. At the end of my show, bro, I always go around and I give plugs. Like if you want to shout out your Instagrams, all that shit. I know it's a lot of us, but I'm sure we can go through this in an orderly fashion.
Yeah, it's cool. Y'all could catch the Feeltrip Podcast on SoundCloud if you on the move. It could be in your earpiece, and you can catch us on Facebook. Just search Feel FEELTRIP, and you'll see our faces and shit pop up, and you'll hear our voices.
Bang, bang.
Hey,
Hey,
that's real. Well, shit. I guess we're done. Are we done? I guess we're done.
we got a solid.
Nobody want to give out their
We got us a solid BET movie with commercials in, and the camera just died.
Hey.